What's up, OG?
What's up, Pop?
What's going on, man?
Back there leading the pack, man. We low as motherfucker. They got some new shit they trying out with AVO.
Oh yeah.
The timers was different because the time zone was different, so we was fucked.
It's
They
all
cut
right.
us 15 minutes off.
It's just extra training. That's it.
You already know I'm telling them that.
Yeah, you
You
already.
already know I'm telling them that.
Right.
That's right.
You know, hate.
How you doing?
How you doing? Hate is nothing but admiration.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you said we can't be here?
Yeah, a cigarette.
How you doing? All right. Hate is nothing but admiration, pretty much. That's all it is. It's like love and hate is a coin. It's a coin. A lot of people be thinking that the emotional spectrum goes from love to hate and then everything in between. But that's not true. The emotional spectrum goes from love to fear, according to a man named Gary Zukov, who wrote a book called The Seat of the Soul. In this book, he breaks down the theory as all negative emotions are low-level emotions or frequencies being connected to some form of fear. True, authentic fear has to do with a thought of imminent danger connected to something perceived or observed. So now, if you think about it like this, what would that type of fear cause you to do? Or how would that type of fear cause you to respond? In so many different ways. Mentally, it will cause you to, obviously, survival mode will kick in and cause you to think about ways to protect yourself from that. So if there was some sort of mental threat, your mind would go into a mode to remove anything that you think about that would cause that harm to happen. A lot of times this shows up as people just forgetting things that happened to them, traumatic things that happened to them in childhood. Like if they were raped or abused in a terrible way or seen a terrible accident or something, and their memory is just gone. They just totally forget it ever happened, type shit. Emotionally, your emotions could shut down to the point where you become numb in the face of anything that resembles that situation happening to you again. This numbness would create also almost a fascination with the thing in and of itself, causing some people to actually go further to it as they feel like stronger or superior because they don't have the same emotional response that many people have to said event or situation. Physically, depending on what it is, like say somebody was beat a lot or someone was hit a lot or some part of their body, the nerves become hardened to the point where they don't feel the same physical sensations anymore. Or maybe even as part of the system, of the physical system actually shuts down to protect from feeling certain pain. The pain still exists there, but the brain may disconnect with identifying it. Shock, trauma. There's probably a bunch of different things that I don't know yet that relates to. So you can see how we break down those aspects, the three dimensions that connect to fear on a basic level. What type of responses occur if there is a focal point, like a catalyst point, where this fear could be generated in your life? Like, say, for instance, if a human being is perceived as somebody doing something that could bring some sort of fear to you mentally, physically, or emotionally. In other words, some sort of danger. If you perceive a human being that is close to you, whatever the case may be, if you perceive them about to do something that will make you feel as if you are in imminent danger for something, bring about that fear, you would then go into a state of preventing that from occurring. Your mind translates it, your emotions translate it, and your body tenses up or gets ready to translate it. What does this actually look like? Anger, rage, violence, fight or flight. You see? Arguing, blocking out reason when you're wrong about something. It has no right or wrong idea. That response does not say, well, if you're wrong, then let the feeling of imminent danger come. If you're wrong, let the feeling of imminent danger come. The imminent danger is the feeling of being threatened. The system does not identify this is not a life-threatening danger. This is a danger to your pride. Your system does not register that. What your system registers is this is the same feeling of imminent danger, the same mental process that you go through when facing imminent danger, which leads you to want to defend, protect, numb, fight or flight. This is the reason why people can't take accountability for things. This is the people why people are in denial about things. This is the people why you can't reason with someone who's wrong, because their system is interpreting the correction as imminent danger to their pride. I know this makes sense. People haven't explained it this way. This is the reason why the emotional spectrum does not go from hate to love to hate. Love and hate are a coin. They're directly proportionate to each other. There needs to be a certain amount of love or admiration. Within love is the feeling of admiration. So the feeling of admiration exists in the feeling of love. It is one of the things that exists in the feeling of love. This same admiration is in the feeling of hate. What leads such a strong emotion to persist? There was something that was actually admired, because you can dislike someone or say, I don't like what they do. I don't like who they are. There's a lot of people that you don't like, but you don't have such strong emotion for them that you do for others. And if you notice, the people that you do hate, a lot of times they have something going on, whether it's spiritually, mentally, emotionally, something like that. Something like that. If you were to able to be honest with yourself and feel safe, which probably you wouldn't feel safe, because to admit that someone you hate, you admire, does not make your pride feel safe. There's a fear there, which means that you're rejected. Unless you are entering in the act of self-mastery, the engagement of self-mastery, the process of self-mastery. Going into that process will allow you to be able to admit these admirations, which will allow you to understand the underlying reason for the hate and to get rid of the hate, which would free your emotional self in order to spend that emotional space on things that can actually benefit you rather than things that will actually keep you in an emotional, mental, spiritual prison, which actually affects your physical body and has to do with all the aches and pains that you face and the aging process of how you end up looking so old so much earlier. So many of you look at me and say, how do I look so young? It's because I love. And because I understand the truth about the emotional spectrum, and I understand the damage of hate. And so I release it. If I have to release it with talking to somebody, then I release it that way. If I have to release it through my creative endeavors, then I release it that way. I find a way to release it. I never hold on to this hate. Whereas you may talk to someone about who or what you hate, not with the purpose of releasing it, but with the purpose of adding other people to your hate train. In other words, spreading the traumatic sickness, the poison that is going to cause you to age quicker, that is going to cause your mind to be limited, that is going to cause your heart, your spiritual self to be limited. You are sharing that because misery loves company. There's a lot of information here, so I don't want to go any further. I know this is going to help somebody. I appreciate you for watching this video. And may you find a way back to love, which can't be free and complete unless you get rid of hate. And that includes the hate that you have for yourself. Now that's strange, because if you hate yourself in any type of way, there is a part of yourself that you actually admire. Think about that.